Hi everybody, it's Miss Kim. And if you're listening to this, we're here for ukulele lessons for beginners. Before I start, I just wanted to let you know that we do have some ukuleles that you can check out. They go out for 3 weeks and are not renewable. They cannot be put in the book drop. You must bring them in person. You must pick them up in person. And they must come back to Northland, okay? So in the kit, you will get ukulele, which is in a bag. And our ukuleles look like this. Okay? It's a little out of tune, but that's okay because it has a charger in here, or not a charger, a tuner, sorry. And there are some picks in here that you can use to play. There's a chord box, shows you the different basic chords, and there's a little My Ukulele songbook in there. So, just wanted to show that to you quickly. You will probably have to tune these ukuleles. We try to tune them, but it takes a while for a ukulele to actually stay in tune. And if you're not playing it that often, it goes out of tune very quickly. When you return this, make sure the rubber band is on the box. That just helps us out and things don't get lost. Okay? Ukuleles here at Northland Library. All right. So on to what we need for today. Well, you should have printed out your little packet here. That is week 1. All right? And in week 1, you've got 2, 4, 6, 7 pages that are front, and those are front to back. And then you have this funny looking thing, and I will talk about this in a little bit. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you about on the first page is that there are 4 types of ukuleles. It is the soprano, which is the one that we are using. There's also the concert, the tenor, and the baritone. They have different sounds, but they are all played the same manner, and they all have 4 strings. So whenever you are using a ukulele, like I said, the first thing you might have to do is tune it. So if we turn up to the second page, there is a ukulele, picture of ukulele, and that funny looking box that I showed you a whole page of. Up at the top of this, it says G, C, E, A. So on our ukulele, those are the notes of those strings. So, and there's a number above them, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you know which string is which? Okay, the 4th string is at the top, closest to your chin. The 1st string is closest to the floor. Now, my ukulele is very out of tune. One easy way that you can remember that it is the G, C, E, A is good children eat apples. Or you can make up your own little mnemonic that will help you remember that. So to tune, the easiest way to tune a ukulele is with a tuner. My tuner is a little different than the ones that you will find in our kits, but they work the same way. So you have to turn it on. And so my tuner looks like this. And when I hit the string, that is saying it's a G, but it's not quite, that's a G flat, it's saying, so it's flat. So I've got to get that where it's up to the green. Oh, a little past it. There, it's glowing green. So the whole thing lit up, so that means that string is in tune. So the next one is the C. Let's see. How about, oh, it's at a B now. So that means I have to turn it, so I have to raise it to a C. Almost there. Oh, too far. Oh, that's an F. There, C. Okay, so I got my first two strings. Now I had to turn them so that the string was tightening. Okay, my third string says that it's an F. Well, that's too high, so I have got to go the other way. I've got to go down. So there's my E. Oh, this one's really high. Make sure that you're only hitting one string. Oops, going the wrong way. Nope, going too high. You have to make sure that you're turning it the correct way. Okay, and then I got the A. Okay, when you're done, make sure you turn off your tuner. Otherwise, you will lose the battery on it, and you can take that off. So, I don't know. Oh, that sounds much better. My dog has fleas. Okay, so now we've tuned our ukulele. I'm just going through the pages here. So, now we get to the parts of the ukulele. That's the next page. And we've got our tuning pegs. That's what we use to tune up our ukulele, tune the strings. We've got the headstock, or the head of the ukulele. This big fat white on my ukulele, it might be a different color on another ukulele, is called the nut. This long part is the neck. And of course we've got the strings. This is the body of the ukulele. This is the bridge down here and our sound hole. Okay. Usually you don't play. Let me throw my name tag over my shoulder. You don't play over the sound hole. And I'm going to show you how to properly hold your ukulele. So you're going to make kind of a U with your left hand. And I'm sorry if you are left-handed, you're going to do it the opposite way, but then you're going to have to tune your strings. Because remember, the G string is always towards your chin. Okay? So you're going to cup it right near that nut. But see how my thumb is coming forward? I need to slip that back so that your thumb is always pressing against the neck of your ukulele. And then whenever you go to finger chord, you can arch your fingers very well. And you'll notice holding it on with my right hand, I am pushing it against my body, and I don't have it down low. I've got it rather high. That way it doesn't really slip. And if you're pushing with your arm against yourself, that holds it nicely, and that puts my hand above the sound hole. Okay? So that's the body, and we just went over here's a picture of a gentleman that is playing the ukulele. So whenever you're playing it, try to sit up straight. Remember, cup that thumb on the back, and then your fingers can move all around the neck of while you're strumming. Now, on your left hand, where you are going to be pressing the fingers onto the strings, they are numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your pointer finger is always number 1. Thumb has no number because it doesn't touch the strings. It's on the neck. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If it has a 0 or a circle above that string, that means those strings are open. So the example that we have here in the book is an F chord, which we are actually going to learn today. So you're going to get into your position, and you're going to take your pointer finger and put that on the second string, and take your number 2 finger and put that down on the top string and strum. And that is an F chord. Now, if you are too close to these little lines, these are fret lines. So if you're too close, let me see if I can do it. Maybe I'm pressing too hard. But if you're not pressing hard enough, or you're too much on the fret, sometimes you hear that buzzing noise. That's not what you want. You want a nice clear note on those. Okay? So in between those lines is where you want your fingers. Okay? And just keep the thumb on the back of the neck, and that helps to press down. You don't have to press quite so hard. All right? Okay, so we're going to go on to the next one. We're going to learn another chord. So we have, this is the F chord. That's the one where we did the 2 fingers. And now we're going to do a big 1-finger chord. You just take your number 3 or your ring finger, put it on that 3rd space between the frets. And that's a C chord. Very simple. The ukulele is much easier to play because you don't have as many strings than the guitar. Guitar has 6 strings, and you only have 4 to worry about. And so the chords are a lot easier. So we're going to just practice right now putting that F chord on, and just kind of strum. Whenever you're moving your hand down, you just want to take your fingers and just slide them across the strings. If that feels uncomfortable for you, you can get a pick. For ukuleles, they are actually felt picks. In the ukuleles that you borrow, they are stiff picks. They're guitar picks, but the felt picks get a much nicer and a softer sound. So if you'd rather do it with a pick, you can get a felt pick, or we're going to practice just with our fingers because I'm not sure how many of you have a pick. All right, so here's the F. Just get used to that F. Okay, now we're going to switch. We're going to switch to the C. Remember, it's only 1 finger. Okay, and this week, when you're practicing, we're going to go over some songs that you can do. Just want you to practice going back and forth between those 2 chords, because you're going to be able to play 2 songs today. Okay, and that's what's on the next page. So we're going to get our F chord on here, and we're going to do this slowly, and we're not focusing too much on the strum. We're just going to be doing down, down, down. The more, whoops, wrong tune here. The more we get together to C, together to F, together. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Okay, did you see how we did that? So it's, even though we're playing very slow, and you can go at your own pace, all right? Sometimes I start speeding up, and I don't mean to, but I've been playing the ukulele for a while, so sometimes it's very hard to play very slowly. So, more we get together to C, together to F, together. The more we get together, now go to C, the happier will F be. Now C, your friends are F friends and C friends and F friends. Now F, more we get together, the C will F. Okay? So you can just go that, how fast or how slow you have to get those chords. And it is okay to look at your fingers. All right? I want to let you know that, to make sure that it's okay. If you have to do that pretty soon, your muscle memory will take over and you'll know where to put those fingers. Every once in a while, I still look at my fingers. So don't worry about that. Okay, so that's The More We Get Together. The second song is Kookaburra. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, okay? Kookaburra left in the, oh, see? Tree, see? C for Mary, King of the sea. C, laugh, C, F, Kookaburra. C, laugh, Kookaburra. C, gay, your life is an F, B. All right? Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. Merry, merry king of the bush is he. Love, Kookaburra, love, Kookaburra gay, your life must be. Okay, second verse. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, eating all the gumdrops he can see. Stop, Kookaburra, stop. Kookaburra, leave some there for me. So before you want to tackle the songs, you're going to want to practice going back and forth as slowly or as quickly as you can. You know, it's going to take a while sometimes to get that rhythm down. And then you can tackle the songs. And if you don't remember how the songs go, you can watch the video again. So, on that funny looking page that I gave you that has all of these boxes, remember now these are chord boxes, okay? You're going to write, you can write your name up there, my chords or whatever. So in the first two boxes, you are going to mark down the C and F chords. I'm going to show you my chord chart. Okay? I have all the chords that we're going to do, but you are only, for this week, you only have to do those two chord boxes. Okay? And they're right on the one page in your booklet, but this way you will have all the chords that we are learning on one page. So if you forget whenever we're doing a song later in the weeks, you will have the chord box right there because you have your own chord box page. All right? So, and it's good to practice whenever you're writing it down. Don't forget to put down what finger you're putting down. So for the F chord, your first finger goes on this, what would be actually be the second string, okay? And you put a 1 in that circle. That means it's your first finger. And the other one will go down 2 spaces. And you'll put a circle there with a number 2 inside. And that's so you know that it's your 2 fingers. So this is 4, 3, 2, 1 as far as strings go from left to right. And then you've got what the fingering is. Okay? So I hope you had fun. And I hope you'll practice lots. And this is a self-paced course. So you can go on to the next video if you feel that you're ready. We'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.